Hi. So, y'all, you read the title. You read the title. This is literally for one specific person, but if you're here just to be nosy or if you're here to be like, let me take some notes, I got you. Because at the end, I'm going to be giving some affirmations and some guidance. So that's going to be cool. But for the person that this is for, I'm going to be as blunt as I possibly can, okay? I did myself a reading. It took me like 4 hours or so to decipher. Like all this shit. And it was kind of like a repeat of messages and you were like sprinkled throughout, so that was cool, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna get into some of these cards, just being like some things that I personally needed to work on, which is a lack of confidence, taking this time of isolation to really figure out what I want to do and not being like I want to do all of these things at the same time. Like I have to pick something. And it couldn't be any more obvious, bro. Like, why? It's like, oh, you're the most confident in this, but you're not gonna go do this thing that you're most confident in. What? That doesn't make any sense. I swear I'm not trying to make this all about me, but I do want to get this part out of the way. Risky endeavors, devoid of emotions. That is not my energy. I don't want to claim that energy. Okay. So it's like a feeling of this could be it or this could not be it, and it's very much so a risk of getting hurt again. And I feel like I'm partly to blame because I'm not being as blunt as I could be. Does that say out of the woods? So I'm pretty much dang near out, if not all the way out of this karmic energy that has been kind of in my energy, in my space, fully released. Yes, I'm going to be talking about them in therapy, but like other than that, like I definitely don't see myself going back to these karmic lessons. Baby, I learned my lesson. So that's good to know. I'm glad I got a little bit of clarity on that, to not worry about like past people coming back in, because I'm going to handle it with grace. Something beyond my control. I feel like this has more so to do with jobs and stuff. So just to keep an eye out for inauthentic people. Hi. And then release limiting beliefs. So again, taking the time to reflect. Self-love is significant, and relying on God, building on the foundation of faith. That's what I got from the beginning part of the reading, and then I also did the oracles and the guidance, but again, we're gonna get into that at the end of the video. And then there's all of these tarot cards, and this is what all of this was, and I was like, gosh damn. Yeah, it's like a need of freedom. It's like it's kind of hard to decipher which one is my energy and then which one is your energy, or we could both be having the same energy, and I'm just like, bro, what is going on? Yeah. But yeah, hold on, let me get this set, okay? So this is an energy that's really trying to like come in, and I'm just like, fuck no. You guessed it, it's an X. And then this is you. And I'm like, we're just not talking. And like, I've been giving out messages, but I feel like that they're encrypted, or at least not to me, but possibly to you. Like, are you talking to me? Are you talking about me? So I'm going to make it known that yes, I'm talking about you, and I'm not trying to be aggressive. I promise. But then there also might be this third energy, and I don't even know if I've met them before or whatever the case may be, but I'm not focused on that either. I'm literally focused on you, and I like it's I feel like I'm being obsessive at this point because you're on my brain daily. And I don't want to be like, this isn't normal, this is normal. Like, it's just how I feel. And yeah, so we're gonna get into that. There is a sense of faith being lost, or feeling as though the opportunity has sailed, the ship has sailed. And it might be because I'm not reaching out, and to be honest, I literally cannot. But I don't know if I would, even if I could, because I want you to reach out to me and let me know what's up, what's good. Let me know how you feel, because I feel like I'm pouring out my heart, but I'm not pouring it out enough. I don't know. Or it's just like you're pouring it out, but to who? And I'm letting you know it's you. It's you. It's literally you. So yeah. Regret, walking away, feeling stuck in the current reality, fear, blocking momentum. I felt like that was more your energy. But then it does a complete turnaround from seeking status and obsession and a need for the material balance with the spiritual, to spiritual being at the forefront and the material being abundant. So it's just finding that balance. And there's so many words on this page. You'll eventually find inner peace, a sense of belonging. But it's like it's like we're not seeing eye to eye, okay? And there could be self-doubt on both ends, a desire for acknowledgement, fear or feeling of failure, comparisonitis. I don't know what that word is. I don't know if you're necessarily comparing. I don't think I'm comparing myself to anyone. So it's like there's mainly just self-doubt, a desire to be acknowledged, and I hope that I'm doing a good job. And I'm gonna get into more things to make it known that I'm literally talking about you. But trust and believe, this is a bit of a vulnerable thing of me to do, because it's not literally whoever wants to see this can see this, not just you, but it's for you. So I just want to make it clear, and I hope that it is clear by the end of the video, because I feel like I'm just mumbling nonsense. But yeah, there's unexpected change, new awareness and perspectives. But with that shift into something new, there might be an off sense or an imbalance of chakras, and being like, who am I and what am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? Just, I don't know. I feel like that might be more of my energy though, to be honest, like, because I'm still toggling things that I want to do creatively, and that might really be blocking me in some shape or form. And then also fearing sharing that with the world because of negative people, like lurkers and shit. Like, fuck them. With all honesty, fuck them. I can't let that get in the way of what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to spread and create. So yeah. It says missing the signs twice. So like, I feel like I've been giving out signs and you've been missing them, and then you've been giving out signs and I've been missing them. Like, it's just like, and I'm gonna go back. So bro, this is it's not hard. I don't know what the word is. I'm just like not tensing up either. I don't know what the word is. I'm just maybe procrastinating. That's probably the best word I can think of. But like, I see what I want to talk about, so I just need to talk about it. So Okay. Basically, I have never felt this way about anybody. And I didn't really realize until after we hugged for the first time, and I felt like I was being electrocuted. Like, in the best way possible though. Like, it was okay, it didn't feel like I don't know how to explain it, man. It was just throughout my veins. I don't know how to explain it, man. And then when you did, I felt like I kind of pulled away after the fact because I was so flustered. And when you wanted to give me a second hug, I was like, wait. Because then the energy was just even stronger. And I'm like, fuck, whoa, what is this? And I literally could not look you in the eye. And I felt like that could have given off a sense of rejection. And it was the opposite. I couldn't, like, I'm literally not looking at this. I'm literally not looking at the screen right now. I'm just like, I'm not trying to cry, bro. What the fuck? Tears are okay. Tears are, I'm releasing something. I don't know what it is. But it's not a bad thing. Yeah. And then it was just like, I was like denying, and I was just like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, and I was just like, no. Cause then I felt like you were low-key playing with me after you said, and I know it was a joke, but I took it a little serious. I was just like, man, why is this man playing with me in my face? I feel like every man says this to me. But you said we've known each other for like 3 days and it already feels like you're my wife. And I was like, bro, I got triggered. I did get triggered. And I didn't know what you meant by that. And then after the fact that something came to light, and I felt like it should have been addressed sooner because we were asking all these questions that made it seem like something was going to happen. And then I was like, so yeah, I felt like it was not the right time. And I felt like an option for real. And I didn't want to feel that way. So I was just like, I'm gonna let this connection go. And then eventually I was like, bro, in a point in time after this separation, I was like, I don't want to fuck with nobody. I just fuck love, fuck all this shit. And I did a cord cutting ritual, and I tried to cut our connection, and it didn't work. And I wasn't gonna try again because I was like, maybe it's supposed to be there. And I was just, yeah, I don't want to seem like I'm projecting, but I feel as though we both needed time to look inward. I'm pretty sure we've both been doing that. It's just a little more work to be done. The final steps, if you will. Yeah, it's like I've mainly been trying to find my purpose within this separation and finding new ways to love myself every day. And I feel like that is essential so that I'm not codependent whenever I do get in a relationship. And I don't know if that's with you or not, because you have to let me know that you want me to. So yeah, you can't hit me up on my number because I'm in between numbers right now. But I have at least 2 videos out that I do put my Instagram in. So, I mean, just putting that out there. And yeah, so I don't know if I got all of that off my chest because I do have another picture in mind. And I was like, it was the day before we hugged, I think. And I felt like you were trying to impress me with what you had materially, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And I noticed, but that wasn't like what drew me to you. Like, I was drawn to you before I knew what material things you had. And I had confirmation that that was what you were trying to do, impress me, because you asked if I, the next day you asked if I wore a certain dress for you, and I was like, no. And then you were like, well, like, were you hoping to see me today? And hoping I would see you in a dress? And I was like, yeah, I'll admit to that. But yeah, man, I've always told myself that I am either an all in or an all out type of person. And if I feel like someone is hesitant, or if they are kind of wishy-washy, I'm gonna take that as a no. And I don't want history to repeat itself. I really don't. And I want to let you know that if something similar was to happen and you don't hit me up for 48 hours, I'm not gonna jump the gun and block you. I promise. And I wanted to express that I wanted to have better communication in that, but I was very much so in my feelings. And if there was a next time, I'd be like, hey, let's use code words, and be like, this word is for I'm exhausted and I don't have the energy to really do much except do my job and go home and go to sleep. Or emergency, like we could literally just be like, the letter E stands for emergency, and you'll have to hit me up whenever you can. And I don't know, just things of that nature, because I have abandonment issues. And God, yeah, water break. I keep filling up this water bottle, just refilling, because I'm a reduce, reuse, and recycle type of girl. I don't know why I felt the need to say and sing that, but yeah. What was I getting at? Oh yeah, abandonment wounds and shit. Yeah. I feel like communication is key. Yeah. I feel like that would help. I don't even know. Stop looking at the cards for confirmation. We already went through the cards. I feel so, what's the word? Because I can't use gay, because it's not gay. Vulnerable. I just feel vulnerable right now. But I'm gonna say what comes to mind, which is fuck. That's not what came to mind. What came to mind was that the thought of you makes me smile, and I miss you making me smile in the physical realm, not just fucking telepathically in my mind and shit. Like, I want to be around you physically. I've been wearing this for like the past 2 days, and I feel like it's working. It's rose quartz, and it opens your heart chakra. It opens you up to love, and the thought of it, I guess. You probably hear my dog just being a dog in the background. But yeah, fucking miss you, damn it. Fucking 4 eyes. I just had to insult you once, I'm sorry. That's one of my love languages, but it's all in good fun and play, and I will let you know that I'm just kidding, or that it's something that we both relate to. Like, I'm literally a fucking 4 eyes, so it's like another thing that I feel as though we both may fear is, will the other accept a us fully. Like, will I accept you fully? Will you accept me fully? I hope so. I'm like, enough with this fucking black screen confessions, bro. You're finna see my face today. And then I'm a post the black screen confession after this one, because I just feel like this one should come out first, because it's really, I guess, weighing on my heart, or it just needs to fucking come out, bro. Like, it just needs to, like, you know, I don't know, like, just sprinkle me in love, I guess. Like, that's how I feel. Just sprinkle it all over me and call me a goddamn love fairy. I don't know. Like, I hope when, not if, when you reach out to me, that we're on the same wavelength, we're on the same frequency, we want the same thing or things, and that it's not one-sided. Yeah. Self-love is definitely the priority, because you love yourself how you want others to love you, if that makes sense. But I feel like me pouring out my feelings is over. Not over, but like, yeah, I feel like I said what I needed to say, so I'm gonna get into this guidance now. These were some of the quotes from this tarot deck, from some of the cards that I got from my reading, and then I'll get into the other oracle and guidance. In the darkness, I am free to heal everything without judgment. I wanted to add that because we often fear our darkest parts of ourselves, or the parts that we may or may not be ashamed of, or the parts that we feel as though, like, I thought this was the past, I thought I healed from this shit, why is it coming back, you know? So, like, when it does, just observe it without judgment. Know that this is part of the healing process, and it's a long journey, and it's not a bad thing. You just have to take it for how it is, I guess. That is not part of the quote. Let me just keep reading the quotes. I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. Seed by seed, I plant my future with my rock-steady foundations of faith. With loving determination, I persevere, and I become the person I long to be. I am in touch with my emotions. I create an equilibrium in my life that allows me to be my best self. My heart is open to deeply meaningful relationships, and I expand into this union with loving trust. I live in a state of oneness by bringing harmony and love to my relationships. I dream my endless potential into existence with steady desire and effort. I am successful, and I share my wealth with those I love. And again, I feel like I've said this in my first card reading that I posted. Wealth does not mean dinero. It does not necessarily have to be material things. You can be wealthy in love. You can be wealthy in knowledge. So it's just like being willing to share that with the people you love. My heart holds deep wisdom and love, and I use it to connect and lead. I am worthy of this success, and I am grateful that I am seen. Keyword seen. Also, keyword was everything for that first quote. My tender heart helps me navigate towards my bright future. My heart is open and filled with love. I lead into my inner world with limitless miracles, surrendering to the divine will of the cosmos. I accept this gift of completion and I ascend to new levels of awareness and wholeness. I am love. The world is my flourishing oyster, and I am excited to see what happens next. I am ready for this adventure down my soul path. More affirmations. Beautiful, no? They're all very open. These two were both wearing purple dresses and they have their hands like up or out, open to receiving. That's where I'm getting at. Application. Today, I apply all that I have learned during my spiritual quest. I practice love in my daily life. I allow my inner light to lift my thoughts. As I do so, the law of universal love take root in my life. Dance to the rhythm of life. And that song keeps popping into my head every time I hear that. Today, I find the joy in my heart. I lighten my life by releasing what I no longer need. I align myself with who I am and gently acknowledge who I am not. I am grateful for what I possess and am at peace with what I do not. I appreciate and accept my life as it is. I live according to the will of God. In this way, I dance with life and see the magic of love bloom. There's a lot of different rainbow colored flowers. And in this last one, there's butterflies. Remain in the light. Today, I observe. I take time to think calmly and wisely, and I go forward with complete confidence, knowing I will succeed. No matter what happens today, I will remain in the light. I will maintain my faith and my equilibrium. In this way, I nurture my soul and become a strong and steady representative, steady, ooh, she has to go outside. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, so when I was out there in the grass, I freaking saw a dead monarch on the ground, and I'm like, fuck. But then I searched up the spiritual meaning, and it's not as sad as seeing a dead butterfly in your yard. But it's what I got from Google is that the monarch represented shed the old to embrace the new, deep inner process / reflection, healing and reconnecting to what brings you joy, acceptance of change, trust intuition and guides to help you through challenges. Okay, now we're gonna get back into the guidance and the oracles, and yeah, I was on this one. I just want to show you one more time. See, those are the freaking butterflies, the blue one and the yellow one. That might not be a monarch. It's like a yellowy orange. I don't know if it's a monarch, but anyways, I'm gonna read the last two. I will maintain my faith and my equilibrium. In this way, I nurture my soul and become a strong and steady representative of the light. And then I also pulled out these 3 cards, and they all came out at the same time, and it's 40, 41, 42, so that just goes to show how great my shuffling skills are. But they come out for a reason, right? So first we're gonna start with this one. And it coincides with the Magician card. Hold up. So upright, Ginseng, the Magician, is master, manifester, boundless energy, potential, resourcefulness, and expansion. The guidance, it embodies the wizardry. That's a word, right? And brilliance. You are a master manifester, and now it is time to sow the seeds of your dreams, to bring your intuition and intentions, intuition wasn't in there, but to fruition. The tools, skills, and wisdom you've gathered have led you to this moment. Ginseng's new unique signature trait reminds you to keep a clear vision consistently, unmotivated by ego, and in parentheses it says status, money, and vanity. To manifest a deeply powerful and creative light in alignment of your higher self. And even though it wasn't in reverse, it says that the reversed ginseng reminds you not to fall into the trap of empty intentions just because of the obsessive focus on the end result. Deeply listen and realize to the wizard within and act solely with intention for the greater good. Next is Poppy. And I saw the moon, like I saw this face and I was like, I feel like I've seen that in a reading before. And then I was like, bro, it's literally on the front of the book. That's funny. But it says dreams under Poppy. It's definitely giving water, moon energy. The astrological are Neptune and Saturn. I really hope I said that right. Upright, it's mystery of dreamtime, the great unknown, breaking addictive habits, releasing unhealthy relationships, aligning to new intentions. Poppy's piercing dual. Quit acting like you can't read. Poppy's piercing dual. Maybe I can't. Anyways, basically this sentence that I keep fucking up, it's basically saying that the Poppy card is pretty closely to the Devil card, which I did end up pulling out in my reading. So it's interesting that it popped out twice. The Devil represents the darkness of material obsession, addiction, and pursuit of false ideals for the sake of vanity and personal gain. The constructs of this reality, Saturn, have enabled a contorted darkness that does not belong to the soul signature, and this divine flower, Neptune, look deeper through the lens of her beauty to find that she embodies the mystical magic of the dreamtime, the place of unbound potential where we regenerate daily and commune with the divine in this dreamtime, in this dream space, when we're asleep, the subconscious. Be aware that excess and abuse of mystical powers or substances means that you'll likely end up lost in her dark labyrinth. Break the temptations and addictions to thought patterns and experiences that lead to escapism and empty intentions, and align to the light found within the mystical darkness found in dreamtime. I feel like I've been having to analyze my dreams a lot. And it's like, what's the intentions of the people that are in my dream? Like, it's different people each dream. And then I'm just like, that just gave me a new perspective of what their intentions might have been. And I was like, interesting. And it's all past people too. Like, I don't know. It just opened my eyes. And I feel like I'm more wary of certain things that could, what's it called? That could lead me to want to go into escapism a lot more often than staying into reality, because it is important to stay in the present moment and not be in dreamland 12 hours out of the day, you know? So, yeah, if you're in a situation, friendship, relationship, whatever the case may be, and you feel like the constant need of escaping, there might be something to unpack there. Okay, next. Amanita, either Amanita or Amanita. I'm assuming it's Amanita. Yeah, it's Amanita. So upright, it means, ooh, let me show you the card. It's a lot going on, and there's 3 of those signs up there instead of 2. And then there's these 3 like little dwarfs. I don't know. They could be lizards, and they can control the size of themselves, and they're like, I want to live in this mushroom land and have fun and shit. Like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty neat. So upright, that card means conduit, channel, bridger of realities, connection to higher power, celebration, coming home, family, and awakening. And the guidance is, your channel is open. Earth spirits celebrate you as you come back home. You feel one with nature and all her offspring, your extended family. You can clearly see through the veil, and your gift of profound insight is now at hand. You are here to be a bridge for the children of the earth, a conduit of safety and healing energy for the newer generations. Embody the medicine of children. Laugh, sing, and play, spreading joy in the world regardless of your age. If you feel disconnected, breathe. Focus on releasing old breath by emptying your lungs with long exhales. Explore by connecting to nature's cycles and co-create with your chosen family to regain a sense of belonging. I feel like that's a great way to end it, because it's like your chosen family, that could be your partner, that could be your friend group. Like, so I was like, I feel like I'm gonna find a sense of belonging soon, and like find the people that I can connect with on a deeper level for sure. Like, and it not be no weird energy, no weird shit. Like, so I'm excited for that. And I thought that it was cute that 2 out of the 3 were playing instruments, and then like that one, is he playing an instrument? No, he's like jamming out, or he might be doing the fire magic, and I don't know. I feel like he's cooking, and then the other 2 are playing instruments, and I'm like, I fuck with the vibes. I want to be there. Like, so yeah. Is there anything else I want to get off my chest? Like, I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Like, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate my person watching, because I definitely feel like you're my person, and I don't know why that is. I feel like we're just fucking connected on some soul level shit, and I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. So yeah, bye. Peace and love and positivity.